How's the David Wright collection going?
It was an eye-opening day. I know you saw my tweet.
It's overwhelming, but you know what the beauty of that is that you'll always be collecting David Wright. There's like for me, I'll always forever be collecting Frank Thomas. There's never going to be an end point.
Yeah, and he's starting to wind down on his career. So like at least once a month, I've been adding about 30 to 40 cards from COMC.
Yeah, good, good.
It's just the bad thing is now I'm past the point of I think I've cleaned them out of all their cards under $1 kind of thing.
Right.
So now I'm getting into the money portion, and it like I look forward to getting the cards, but then when I do, it's just I don't know. It's kind of upsetting because they're just I made a video. I don't know if you watched it. They're all just kind of variants or they're parallels, and that's kind of like I'm getting kind of bummed looking at the same card, just a different color.
Yeah, that's a very modern trend that's been going on really strong since 2004, but obviously it started much earlier than that. Um,
Mm.
Parallels go back to, heck, you could go 1984 tops traded at Tiffany.
The
And then,
Tiffany sets, yeah, yeah.
to move it forward, and then it started to become really popular in 92 when Topps Gold came out. And
Yeah.
then it's just it's grown, and so I kind of see 2004 as a sort of a tipping point in a way that Diamond Kings, uh, Leaf exhibits, studio portraits, any of those are mega parallels. Even the Polo Grounds thing from Studio in 2005 was monster. 98 Tech, 99 Tech, 2000 Tech. Things got really kind of ugly.
This is a 2016. This is a what they call a blue wave refractor, but this is essentially what a Topps Chrome card looks like,
I like it.
um, minus the blue waves, right?
Right.
So this is numbered to 75, and then of course they have like gold, green, black, pink, purple, every color of the prism, right? Any color you can conceivably think of. Sepia, however you say it, right? So the story reminds me of this red refractor. So I showed this to you on the website and everything, but this was a 2011 finest red refractor. These are out of 25. Okay.
I love it.
2011. I saw that pop up on eBay. I was stationed in Germany, and I watched this card for literally 5 years. This guy had it listed at $75. It took him 5 years, and he had it on COMC, and 5 years, and then he finally caved and listed it for $11, and that's what I got it for.
$11.
It's the only one I've ever seen. I've been in like a red refractor kind of craze. So if you're familiar with '07 Topps Chrome,
Mm-hmm.
the red refractors, they didn't come in the packs or anything. They came as a top loader pack, and they're numbered to 99. It's a tough find. I've literally seen one David Wright, and they're numbered to 99. I've seen one, and I bid on it, and of course, again, poor timing on my part because I was at work, and that's when the auction ended, and I got outbid. I've never seen another one. My biggest complaint now is Topps is doing a lot more online things. You know what I mean? And they're doing a lot of this, like, which I don't think is anything new, but it may be fairly new. With their factory sets, they put these like exclusive parallels in their factory sets.
Yeah.
And they're completely at random. I'm not going to go and spend $55 in the hopes of getting one card. So whoever's out there buying all these factory sets and busting them open and then putting those cards on eBay, thank you.
I honestly prefer just to see like two different parallels outside of the base card. Like 98 EX Essential Credentials Future Now, that was a lot because both of the parallels are hard to find, and it's not overkill. It's like they're both significant in their own right. I like that. I think two is good. I can do a few more than two, but I think when you start getting into the double digits, it starts to become kind of exhausting.
So I got this in the mail today. I wish they would do more things like this. I don't know how expensive it is for them to do this, but this is a 2013 Silk collection.
Oh, I like those a lot. Those are really cool. Speaking of Gypsy Queen, I did Gypsy Queen 2011 when it came out. I thought it was really cool. I love the art on those cards. I think they're just so fantastic.
I actually bought a ripped card.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I have one too.
so I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't pay attention to the auction. I was like, oh, a rip card for it was like $10. It's like, damn, that's super cheap.
Hmm.
I bought it and everything. And I was like, wait a minute, that's way too cheap. And then I looked, I was like, oh, it's already ripped. Oh well, I was like, that's cool.
I've got one. I want to show you the one I have. I picked mine up summer of 2015. A buddy of mine had bought a shop, and I was helping him go through his inventory, and I found this, and I was like, "Hey man, hook it up."
I picked this one up. I think this was a convention. I'll have to look at it again, but this is out of 25. Really nice, like cracked ice, I think.
Oh yeah, those are really nice. I like Panini's this kind of stuff that Panini releases. Like no game used, no autographs, just a really cool design. I love it. I think Panini's done a great job with their products. But as the
Yeah,
years progressed, and I saw more than just basketball, I saw other products come out. I started to dig some of the designs and some of the things that they were doing. I liked that they brought Pinnacle back in 2013. I thought that was cool. They had
yeah,
the clear vision. They brought back the Team Pinnacles, artist proofs. That was awesome. They did Select that year too, which I
yeah.
liked. They did that USA Baseball Champions thing
Mhm,
where you get
mhm.
really cool cards like this, which is just I just
I
like
busted up to their hometown heroes.
yeah.
Um, that was pretty cool. The cards are unique looking, and there's only like two different parallels you can get, and it was just cool that it was like all players um, a lot of up and coming players, good rookie cards. I don't think Panini rookie cards really are worth anything, but um, it was it was still cool to see.
Yeah, yeah, I like the Don Russ stuff that they release. And
Yeah,
Elite is awesome. I really like their installment from where they did the inspirations
uh,
and status gold, 21st century, all that stuff. I really like that. I put together as many of those as I could find. I thought they looked great together. Beautiful colors, the same old classic 90s thing that you'd remember from status and all of that. They did Crown Royal, or what was it? Crown, yeah,
yeah.
Crown. I thought that was a good product too.
Now this year they came out with a optic, which is like the chrome. It's
Yep.
actually cards look pretty sharp. I have like three or four of them.
Totally.
And
I thought Optic was great.
I just like that they are able to use those old, the old Donruss looks and especially like you said with the Pinnacle and um, things like that. Crown Royale, I think they bring some of those old looks back. That would be pretty cool.
Mm.
Did you see that they put out the briefcase thing that you can buy?
Yeah, $2,700 I think it was.
Seven
I'm
thousand.
like, dude, 27. Yeah, but check this out. And I saw that and I was like, okay, there's got to be something amazing in this product. And truly enough, some of the things you can get, like I think one of them was meet and greet with your favorite superstar. Like have dinner with Michael Jordan, or like, like things that are just huge, grandiose experientially. And so you pay for that. You pay through the nose for it.
Yeah.
Like $27,000 to pull the chance of meeting Michael Jordan. Okay, well, how much would it cost me to go through his agent and arrange
Yeah.
that? Would it cost $27,000?
No.
I don't know. I think that there's some. I like the concept. I think it's cool that they've created that. I think that they've priced most people out of their product.
Yeah. Nobody's buying.
Already kids can't participate already. They haven't been able to participate for like 15 years. Now most adults can't participate. It's like
Yeah, and that's why I
just
don't
get
buy that stuff
burned.
anymore.
Burn.
Yeah, the salt.
I don't buy wax for a couple of different reasons. I don't really collect anybody modern, so that already pulls me out of interest. Second, I can't finance it. And third, the return for me anyway doesn't make sense. I don't buy wax because of that, but I love watching people open. I'm stoked for whoever gets really good hits. I'm always cheering them on and be like, "That's awesome!" They pulled that. I saw one guy pull a Frank Thomas bat knob to one, and I was like jealous. I was like, "That's amazing! I would love to have that."
And I was like, I'll do Allen and Ginter. Me personally, I fell in love with the '07 set. To me, those are the most beautiful cards.
Oh 07.
'07, yeah, borderless. They're just paintings. I mean, they're beautiful cards. Uh,
95 is the one set that the strike year when that was kind of it's not terribly rare, but it's more desirable because of its association with the strike.
I think it's been past time to do away with triple threads.
Don't get me started on that, man. I think that product that's the one product Topps has never really changed since inception. They're just like, you know what? We got a good design, and then we'll just, like clockwork every year, just run it through the cycle again because it's a cash cow. It's
Yeah.
akin to the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater series for video games that after, I think, Project 8, Skate, the game Skate came out and just basically everybody went to that franchise and it kind of put to rest the Tony Hawk franchise in terms of relevance. The lesson really is if you don't stay innovative, you lose relevance. And that's something
Yeah.
you want to avoid if you want to stay on top of the market. I think Topps does so well with all their products that a part of me feels like because they still do well with triple threads, there is a large market for that stuff. I'm not part of that market. They can still produce it with returns. I'm surprised that Topps hasn't taken triple threads to a different level. Like triple thread, and I'm not talking about the base cards. The base cards, for some reason, are more desirable to me. I like them because every year they're different looking. But their game use and autograph stuff, it's the same year in and year out. If I look at a 2016 triple threads game use card and I compare with a 2009, there's marginal differences. It's not for everybody, man. Don't feel bad. There's, different strokes for different folks, bro.
So I've just been focusing on my binders for David Wright, and then I look at videos with the Barry Bonds collectors and some of these other guys, and I'm just like, man, I want my books to look like that, and you
Pretty
know,
impressive, right? Those guys, their books are
uh,
really cool. I don't do the binder thing anymore myself. I retired that concept in 2009. I stopped with the binder thing, and now I just do top loaders. I do top loaders with my Frank Thomas collection and penny sleeves with literally everything else. That way, I'm able to space efficiency, like really save space, but maximize protection in that way. And I'm the only one handling. Like I don't do the magnets and screw downs and these thick lucite cases. That just doesn't make sense. When you're buying in volume, you don't. The space saving is so integral. So that's why I stay away from anything thick. Not only space, it's not cost effective. I don't discriminate. Everything goes in the archive and top loader. I don't have from one of ones to base cards. It's all top loaded, and everything's meticulously organized. I have labels on my boxes. I've got dividers. I have one box, 3200 count, that's just inserts and parallels. Now this is non-Thomas stuff, by the way. Some stuff that's in there is not high end, but I just like it because I think it's a beautiful set. So for example, 96 metal Motherlode, I think is just a gorgeous set, but it's not expensive at all. It's very cheap. But I just love the design. I think it's an awesome, awesome set. Another one I like is 98 Donruss Longball Leaders. Awesome looking cards, not worth a whole lot. So I have some stuff in there that's not expensive or rare, but I just like the cards. But most of it is high end, like precious metal gems and Shining Star Pulsars and 24 karat golds and mirror golds and this kind of thing. That's where that stuff goes. It's all penny sleeve though. No
yeah,
top loaders because there's no space. If it's not Thomas, it doesn't get the top loader unless it's like a high end set that has like a bulge. So for example, 96 Zenith Diamond Club parallels with a diamond sticking out.
yeah.
Those have to go in top loaders.
And funny, I just pulled this one out. You may have it
Oh, I
probably,
love
but
that. Ooh, it's miscut. Flip it over for me, will you? Oh, yeah, that's super miscut. Let me actually show you a version of that card that I have. Mine's miscut too. I like that set a lot. I think it's beautiful.
I bought 5 packs of it because I was in the mood to bust some '90s stuff, and I was like,
Totally.
well, let me find something I've just never heard of, never opened before. And I bought 5 packs of it. Like I said, that red refractor, I watched that card for 5 years.
Hmm.
It's special to me. It's gonna go in the screw down.
Good.
And I think I got this one in the mail, and it just came.
Oh,
This
I
is
love that. Gold refractor.
out of 50. Yeah.
Was that last
From,
year or this year?
this is 2015. Yeah.
Did a nice
So
job last year. I like that border on those cards. Those are nice.
I didn't like 2007, the all black border. That was. I hope they never do that again. 2010, I thought had a really good design,
Oh, I love
and
2010. Yeah, it was an awesome design. I think so. With me in 2010, is that summer goes down in history as one of my favorite summers because of the crazy like Strasburg and Tim Tebow and Kobe Bryant craze during the summer. And I liked a lot of the designs that came out that year. I thought Bowman Chrome Prospects was cool. Topps did a good job on their product. Um,
except for their Topps Chrome, that was the worst because all the cards had the fold. They were all folded.
Same with
Yeah,
Chrome. Bowman
that's
Chrome was
that.
like that. They had the concave like that. It's so strange. Thomas doesn't have very many cards in 2010. Very few. He did the cards your mom threw out, and then some stuff for Top Sterling,
Wasn't he already
manufactured bat
retired by then?
patch.
Or was that his last year?
2008 was his last year.
To me, Stadium Club is the best looking, like as far as the photography, like
So
and
good.
being unique. That is one of Topps best sets. But even then, I started researching, because I know they do like then they have the regular, and then they have like a gold foil for the name and everything, which I had.
Black
Then
foil.
I was on eBay, and they were like, yeah, the black foil. I was like, what? I was like, no, it's not. And then sure, I was like, come on.
You got the first day
It's so
production, the members only, and yada yada. Oh, you got one?
well. This is a 2015. I have this on my desk. It's Zach Wheeler, but it's just a cool photo. This is Matt Harvey and Jacob DeGrom sitting there with him. I don't know. I
That's
just
cool.
the cards, the gloss, the photos. It's to me the Topps base set has gotten really kind of you have your action photos and things like that. It's just a breath of fresh air to me. It's a different set. Great photos. The card stock's a little bit thicker. The gloss. Yeah, and then again, there's a good mixture of autographs, so you can get new and old. They're all on card. There's no sticker autographs, which I dislike.
About
So
it too, man. I thought Stadium Club is, it's dating back to '91. They're full. They're photos that don't have borders. They go all the way to the edge. They're great shots of action, and they're clear, generally higher quality, glossy. I've always appreciated Stadium Club. Kind of reminds me of 1998, '97 Ultra, maybe right in there. Baseball. It was like thick, glossy, full color photos all the way to the edge. I think those are just awesome concepts. Simplicity to me, I think, is the answer.
Ultra was a great. I liked the Ultra because it was like you said, a photo of a guy and then his name and the team, and that was it. There was no like crazy borders and all this kind of stuff. Like they would alter the way his name looked,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean it was still pretty much the same thing when you really look at him. I liked it. I liked Ultra a lot.
Okay, which one is retail? Which one's hobby? And then they told me, I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense, but still, they should tell us. Absolute memorabilia was that the retail was stock foil finish, and the hobby was hollow foil finish. So
Uh,
I can get it. Like it's a little bit cheaper. It's cheaper to stock, cheaper to carry, so the quality is going to be a little bit less. But I think for those of us still learning about the product, it should be stated somewhere.
I want to finish off the '07 masterpieces, UD masterpiece.
Hmm.
I love that product though.
Oh,
I
it's
love
great.
that product.
Beautiful. So the question is, can we go back to a time when hits were hard to get, they weren't guaranteed, and they only featured a Hall of Fame powerhouse talent? Can the market sustain the type of interest in the hobby that it once did 20 years ago? Back then, whenever you did get a hit, it was a guaranteed good plays like Tony Gwynn, Cal Ripken, Griffey Jr., Frank Thomas, Roger Clemens, Kirby Puckett, like these monster players, Greg Maddux. So you're guaranteed good, solid talent when you get a hit. You know it's going to be good. Now you get a hit, you're guaranteed 2 autographs a box. But what they don't tell you, the small print, 2 autographs a box, but of guys that probably won't actually play the major leagues.
I quit collecting in the '90s because I didn't have a shop to go out and buy anything from. So for me, it's all new stuff. I'm not like I don't have any nostalgia. Like, oh yeah, I remember busting this '95 EXL or whatever it was called, '96 EXL, because I never had a shot. I never had a chance.
That
to
was
get any of that stuff.
that was out of my budget in '96. I always looked up to that stuff. Even '97 when EX came out, I was like, that stuff is the most amazing stuff. Even today, I look back, I'm like, that is an incredible product. '97
Yes.
EX 2000 to me is probably a top 10 product of all time. I credit '97 because it was the first year they did that, and I remember I couldn't afford the packs because I think they were like $5 or $6 a piece, and I
Wow.
was making like $5 a week on allowance back then. And I had my brother get me a pack for Christmas one year, and I was so excited. And I only pulled base cards, but I still thought they were just great looking cards. And
Yeah.
they got the credentials and the essential credentials, which have come up. They've risen quite a bit over the years. I just think that design is unbelievably magnificent.
Those are probably some of the first framed cards that were released. So I think what you're talking about the market too is, um, you know, I think you and I and a couple of the other guys on YouTube, there's probably a handful of us that really are the only people out getting the base cards.
I do all the Thomas base cards, whatever I can find. I even picked up Topps Bunt's base card this year for Thomas on COMC. That's where I get my base cards at COMC. I just grab
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know if you've noticed this year Topps has gone on a 5x7 creation craze. Hey guys, we'll release all our products this year, and every single card will have multiple parallels 5x7. So now people have to buy it all again and then again, and then figure out where to store the 5x7s. I'm like, dude, I'm still working on stuff from '98, man.
I have a few of those oversized cards that if it strikes my fancy, I'll pick it up. But I started seeing those like I said, I was so pissed off about losing out on that red refractor, the 2016 Topps Chrome, and I was looking for it, and I was like, oh, there's another one. And I was reading it, I was like, oh, 5x7, and it's serial numbered out of 5. I'm like, get out of here.
2014 Topps Tech. There was one of the autograph proofs to one that I needed. Card went out of the market. It was disappeared. And I was like, well, crap, I guess I'm not going to get that card. I kind of need it for the run. It surfaced from the same guy, listed at auction style, and I won it for less than half of the conversation price. Oh, I remember one time I was watching something on eBay and watching TV at the same time. The girl that was on the commercial was really good looking, and I was mesmerized by her. And I was watching this commercial. Mind you, it had like a minute left, and I was like looking at her. And then after the commercial's over, I looked at my computer and it's like auction's expired. I'm like, oh crap.
Like I said, that 2007 red refractor, I was like, if I lose it, so be it. There's 98 other ones, and it's been like 4 years now, and I've never seen another one. I don't know.
I've got 2004 Upper Deck Pepsi. And I've got this one here, which also came out the same year, but it's released by Pepsi, and I believe this is a stadium giveaway, but don't quote me on it. And look at my stack of books that I published.
That's awesome, man.
Thanks. Those are good sets, man. 86 has garnered some popularity the last couple of years, too. People are getting into grading the black tops and selling them, so they're picking up 86 tops wax, which is becoming harder to find. Not nearly as abundant as 87 and forward. 86 is becoming more difficult. I know guys are hoarding them in California. They get storage units and they take them out and they just fill them with sealed junk wax. 86 and back, whatever they can find, they just grab and they store it in there, just letting it sit. So 86 is becoming harder to find. 87 is still available. 88 will probably be available for quite a few more years. 89 will forever be available, I think.
Well, yeah, Randy Johnson.
John Smoltz, Gary Sheffield.
King in the traded. I mean, you just don't get the...
Sandy Alomar Jr.
Yeah, Randy Johnson doesn't get the wow factor. His autographs are hard to find because he doesn't really sign a whole lot, but his rookie card, it's like, whatever.
Well, it's okay. I don't think so. Johnson's ever really gotten the respect he deserves. He's done so much for baseball.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the greatest pitchers of all time, and he's got the highest strikeout rate just behind Nolan Ryan. Granted, he's like 1,000 behind Nolan Ryan, but still he's number 2.
I personally have probably about 40 or 50 of his cards. I love Randy Johnson. I always thought it was something to be said for somebody, a big, tall, ugly guy, get up there and literally everyone. I'll listen to guys tell stories on YouTube a lot, and they legitimately were afraid of him. And that's what I'm like, man, that's, you don't really hear about that anymore. Where everyone, nobody's really afraid of anybody, or everyone's so sensitive. If you throw it inside, I'm gonna charge the mound on you. Nobody charged the mound against Randy Johnson. And I always remember that All-Star game with John Kruk, who admittedly was afraid of him, and Randy Johnson purposely threw a ball, a few feet over his head, and you saw John Kruk like probably just witness death right before him.
Even those like
Yeah.
Drake's like cupcake cards from the 80s. I thought those are awesome cards. I have a Bruce Sutter from 81 Fleer Star stickers that's like that too. I just like the card. It's funny looking. If you like this video, please subscribe. Enjoy collecting. Thank you.